Hey everybody, Logan here. How about that? My shirt's appropriate too. Xbox sales are up 1,000%. Last time I did a video talking about Xbox sales, they were down 30%. Now, holy moly, ain't this I wouldn't say a 360 because it's a little more than that. It's a 1080, it's a 720, 1080. It's a big difference. Can we guess why Xbox console sales are up 1,000%? A little controversial game called Starfield. A lot of people have been talking about it. More people seem to dislike it than like it. It seems like the media loves it. Fans are torn. A lot of people are talking about the glitches. Other people are talking about politics. Other people are talking about the lack of just anything in the game. The lack of vehicles when you're traveling, trying to traverse planets. The walls on planets, the invisible walls issue. When you're going to planets and there's nothing there. The NPCs all being the same. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems that people are talking about. I'm personally not playing it. I've got so many other games. It's just on the back burner. But if you speak to my buddy Nick Dool, Click to Enlarge, he's been playing it. He can tell you a bit more about his experience with it. But right now I'm playing a couple of other titles. So it's just kind of in the backlog. But hey, with that being said, let's get on to the news of this 1,000% sale. Numbers just going through the roof. So this article that we have here comes from VG247, which is supposed to be Video Games 24/7. Creative there. Let's take a look. So it says Starfield hype boosted Xbox Series X sales by 1,000% on Amazon. The power of a Bethesda game. That is true. But there's, like I said, this game isn't without its own controversies. At first, people were saying there aren't that many glitches, and I'm seeing a number of videos out there, and people are finding them. But of course, we all expected that too. Let's see what the article says. Starfield has definitely had a positive effect on Xbox Series X sales, as the console saw its sales jump up by more than 1,000% on Amazon. Whew. It can't be underestimated how much big name games can shift consoles like nobody's business. People will flat out buy a console for a particular game, and it's looking like Starfield is no different in that case. Leading up to the game's early access launch, that person spotted that the Xbox Series X was doing particularly well on Amazon. The console managed to jump 1,056% in sales on the e-commerce website, a pretty astronomical, yeah, that was a pun, figure. Amazon isn't the only place Starfield is doing well either, as when the game was released for those with early access, it managed to reach an equally impressive figure of 230,000 concurrent players on Steam. Considering the game isn't technically out yet for most people, that's really not too bad. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. This article was written a few days back, if I'm not mistaken, September 4th. So I'm surprised that I'm only seeing this now about the sales going through the roof. I find that a little odd that I'm just noticing it now. And all the big sites aren't carrying it. It's all Starfield this, Starfield that, Starfield glitches, Starfield problems, Starfield controversy, Starfield this. And that's why you haven't seen me report on anything from like Pure Xbox or Windows Central, because they haven't shut up about the game. There are other things happening, and it just, hey, there's a little game coming out in 3 days called Mortal Kombat. Remember that? So that's what I've been paying attention to myself. That's another reason I'm not going to play Starfield, because Mortal Kombat 1. So that's pretty nifty. Now, you can get Starfield on PC. PC is where a lot of people will be playing it, but there are people that don't have a powerful enough PC. I was in that camp not too long ago where I just wouldn't play it. Now, if I want to, I can personally play it on Xbox or PC. If I do end up touching it in the coming future, I will probably be playing it on Xbox. But like I said, again, I just don't have the time. There's too many other games. Thank you, Exoprimal, that I'm still playing. I've recently stopped playing Baldur's Gate just because I wasn't impressed. I thought I would be, but no. Started with Armored Core. The controls need work on that game. Seriously, controls need work. But otherwise, the game, it looks great. But that's not the only game that seems to be falling into that issue. Lately, I've been playing a lot of games where the controls could be much better, even though the game seems to be very promising. Apparently, that's also in Starfield. That's another thing that I recently read, that the ship controls, if you guys are familiar with Dr. Disrespect, he went on a full rant about it in one of the clipped videos I saw, that it's a terrible controlling space combat. I don't know, haven't played it myself. Everything I'm telling you is just reports or from videos I've seen of people who played it and outlets and stuff like that. The non-shills, the non-paid ones, people just gamers saying, hey, it's not as good as we thought it was, or there's more problems than people were saying, and so on and so forth. There's just a lot of stuff going on. The chance of us covering it any further is kind of slim, just because we feel that it's kind of run its course here, especially on Ready to Start podcast. But who knows if something goes and we'll talk about it. But as of right now, hey, at least it spiked Xbox sales, and that's a good thing. With Microsoft, Phil Spencer specifically saying, yeah, they're in solid third, and they're just not doing well in terms of hardware sales. Hopefully this will boost them up, and especially with Sony having not much coming out, well, as of right now, for the rest of the year, besides Spider-Man 2. So maybe this will be what they need to really get back in the game. No pun intended. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. You know what? I have one question to leave you with. Did Starfield, or any other game per se, cause you to buy an Xbox recently? Did you go, I'm going to buy an Xbox for this. I'm going to buy a Series X or a Series S for Starfield or upcoming Forza. Oh, that's all I'm going to be playing. I know it's Forza. People are like, but it's only a racing game. But it's Forza. See? Where is it? Right there. Forza. Tried to get back into some Halo recently, and it didn't get me. Didn't get me. I miss good Halo. But hey, is what it is. Thank you guys so much. Again, did Starfield get you to buy an Xbox Series S or a Series X? And remember, you can even play it on your Xbox One console through cloud streaming. Bet you didn't know that. Yep, you can do that. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, again, hit that subscribe button. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.